As the conspiracy charge against Narsingh Yadav grows louder and louder in India today, special investigation in Sonipat at the Sports Authority of India Centre where Narsingh Yadav was training has found out how his food could have been tampered with. Junior wrestlers and cook at the centre have alleged Narsingh's food was tampered with while he was at training in Sonipat. These are exclusive visuals of our investigation from Sonipat coming in just today, and listen into what some of the people at the SAI Centre had to tell us.
तो प्याज में जब चौक लगा रहे थे ना ये पिंटू भाई सब, तो उसमें झाग से निकलने लगा। तो उन्होंने हमसे किया कि ये झाग से कैसे निकल रहा है, तो बोला फेंक दे यार, किसी ने कुछ मिला दिया होगा। वो लड़का उस टाइम वहीं था। फिर उसके बाद हमने उसको दिखवा दिया।
5 घंटा प्याज टमाटर में छोक लगाया था दाल में।
प्याज टमाटर में
दाल में छोक लगा रहा था। अब टमाटर में कुछ प्याज डाला था, उसमें डाल दिया था जो दाना की तरह था, सोडे जैसा था दाने की तरह। उसके बाद पिंटू बोला कि भैया सरफ डाल दिए क्या? मैं बोला सरफ क्यों डालूंगा, हम लोग कोई डाला होगा देखो। उसके बाद ये बोला देखता हूँ। उसके बाद चूल्हे पे लगाया तो इसको फिर इसको क्या हुआ, बोला कि छोड़ दो यार, फेंक देता। मैं बोला यार फेंक दो, कुछ डाल दिया होगा कोई। उसके बाद वो फेंक दिया।
डाला किसने, देखा था?
मैंने देखा था, मैं रोटी बना रहा था उस टाइम। मतलब खाने में कुछ ऐसे पड़ा था वाइट कलर का, तो मैंने बोला कि ये किसने डाला, तो इन्होंने बोला मैंने नहीं डाला। और जिस समय ये रोटी बना रहे थे और मैं था बस, और एक लड़का था वहाँ पे, और उस लड़के को मैं जानता भी हूँ, मतलब पहचान सकता हूँ शक्ल देख के। और मुझे वो उसी लड़के ने मतलब ये डाला ही है, क्योंकि मैच वाले काम करने वाले थे और मैं था
वहाँ पर जहाँ पर ये घटना घटी,
जहाँ पे घटना घटी भी, जहाँ पे मैं मतलब छोक लगा रहा था वहाँ पे।
छोक कौन, आप लगा रहे?
मैं लगा रहा था और ये रोटी बना रहे थे, ये थे वहाँ पे और मैं था। और इसके अलावा एक लड़का था, वो मुझसे आया, बोलता चाकू चाहिए। बोला भाई चाकू का मुझे काम है, मैं नहीं दे सकता अभी। और उसी समय मतलब मैं थोड़ा सा इधर उधर हुआ होगा पानी वगैरह लेने के लिए, तभी उसी समय उस लड़के ने मतलब ये काम किया और डाला था।
उस लड़के को
Are these testimonies enough to absolve Narsingh Yadav of the charge of doping? He's certainly hoping that, and the panel has invited people concerned for interviews. We could expect a final verdict in 2 days' time. Let me introduce our guest joining us on this special show. Our consulting editor Boria Majumdar joins us with more details. Ashwini Nachappa, former India athlete. Rahul Rawat, our correspondent who's in Sonipat and in tracking developments, and also Narsingh Yadav, whom we spoke to just a short while ago. Rahul, I want to come to you first. We just ran a snippet of the investigation that India Today has done exclusively at the SAI Centre. Every person there is alleging contamination, is alleging conspiracy. Will this help Narsingh?
Well, obviously there is some sort of a conspiracy, but even as you head towards every step that you take, there's another twist. Like for example, you know, Sandeep Tulsi Yadav and Narsingh, they both got tested for the same very banned substance. Okay, now I have this report. Sandeep Yadav was not here in Sonipat from 19th of May to 2nd of June. After 2nd of June, in fact on 6th of June, he left for Bulgaria with the national campers. Okay, they returned on 22nd. So almost for more than a month he was not here in Sonipat. But then when he comes back, he gets tested positive for the same substance that Narsingh was also tested positive. So you know, conspiracy theories, or in fact I have with me right now you know, one of those persons who was actually cooking at that time, who spotted somebody who actually threw something in the pan and saw some froth coming out of that food. So Shivani, obviously they are actually claiming foul play, but the authorities are looking into the matter. And also to tell you, in the morning when we ran this interview, immediately after that the Sports Authority of India Director General has sought a report on the entire issue.
Right.
And at this point of time, as we speak, the report must have reached to the SAI DG and the Sports Minister as well.
Right, Rahul, stay with us. Boria, coming to you, this is just becoming curiouser and curiouser, isn't it? This has to be one of the biggest lows in Indian sport, where a conspiracy of this kind is being alleged, and has backers. And of course, if there is a conspiracy, then the arrow goes straight away to Sushil Kumar or his camp. There couldn't have been a bigger low in Indian sport. But what do you make of the fact that so many people are coming out and alleging controversy now? Surely Narsingh's case is a little stronger.
It is. I mean, you've asked me several questions there, and most of the questions what you've posed are very valid and correct. Firstly, I don't think Narsingh, 4 weeks before Rio, having done what he has done, would dope. That's my personal opinion, because he's been, around for 15 years, accomplished wrestler, senior wrestler, wouldn't do it. At the same time, I want to absolutely contradict on television anyone saying Sushil Kumar has done it. Absolutely not. Twice Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar will not do anything of this like. That's a fact. Whether or not some people who allege, their allegiance to Sushil Kumar, I don't know. But this fact that Sandeep Tulsi Yadav has also tested positive, the cook saying what he has, some junior wrestlers saying what they have, all of this adds to the conspiracy theory. Now it is upon Vidush Singhania, Narsingh's lawyer, Narsingh himself, to convince that panel, Shivani, at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, which constitutes one judoka as the former sportsperson, one Delhi High Court judge and a third person, whether or not Narsingh was actually framed. If they can do that, and they are not saying that he's not violated the court, they will say, do not punish him, please issue a reprimand.
Right.
That is all they will say, and if they get away with that reprimand, Narsingh gets on that plane to Rio.
Right, because we just ran details of that VADA code as well, where if an athlete can prove that the substance, the bad substance, got into his or her system because of sabotage by a competitor, and that has to be established, then their ineligibility can be waived off, and that is the slim hope for Narsingh Yadav right now. Ashwini Nachappa, former India athlete. Ashwini, just what do you make of all of this? I mean, is the bitter rivalry between two sports people go to the extent where one can sabotage someone's Olympic campaign?
I think what the fallout out of this is that there is a clear divide amongst our wrestlers, and there's a clear groupism. There are two fractions in the Wrestling Federation amongst the players. It was very evident when I also visited Sonipat a couple of months back, and there were some of the players who came up and whispered regarding selections. You could see that divide, and I'm really saddened to see that this has come about. It's shocking, it's absolutely devastating, because Narsingh is not the kind who's going to be taking a banned substance when he's qualified so close to the event. He cannot be so naive. Something seems very fishy. I mean, you cannot point blank say that Sushil is to be blamed. That's very, very sad if somebody is going to be doing that. I agree with Borja, you can't pinpoint at him, but clearly there is two fractions there.
Oh, absolutely. The fractions have come out point blank really in this story. But important to note here that Narsingh has in fact given a report to the concerned authorities, and even before the panel which is adjudicating in this manner, and he says he has named suspects of who could have possibly tampered with his food. Now Narsingh, we spoke to him a little while ago, and I began by asking him just what his line of defense is going to be from here on, and how he sees this latest challenge which could shatter his Olympic dream.
देखिए, जो भी है हुआ है, साजिश के तहत मुझे फंसाया जा रहा है ओलंपिक जाने से रोकने के लिए, बट ये है कि आगे जो भी पैनल नाडा बनाएगी और उसमें मुझे उम्मीद है कि सही डिसीजन होगा और मैं रियो जाऊंगा।
नरसिंह, आपके रूम पार्टनर भी पॉजिटिव पाए गए हैं, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि एक बहुत प्री प्लान साजिश है, क्या ये आप बोल रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल, देखिए जैसे कि संदीप यादव मेरा रूम पार्टनर है और शुरू से हम साथ में रेसलिंग करते हैं, तो हम किसी तरह किसी प्लानिंग से किसी ने खाने में और हमारे फूड सप्लीमेंट्स वगैरह में कंडम डाला है, जिससे कि दोनों डोप में आए हैं, तो ये पूरी प्लानिंग के साथ हुआ है। इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि इसकी उच्च स्तरीय जाँच होनी चाहिए और जो भी इसके पीछे है उसे सज़ा मिलनी चाहिए।
फाइनली नरसिंह, ये बताइए कि शायद आपके लिए कुछ ग्लिमर ऑफ होप अभी भी है, आपका केस पैनल के सामने है और पैनल का डिसीजन अभी अवेटेड है, क्या मेंटली आपके लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट रहेगा ये?
बिल्कुल, देखिए थोड़ा मेंटली प्रेशर तो है, क्योंकि अभी पीछे जब से मैं क्वालिफाई किया हूँ अक्टूबर से, तभी से कभी कोर्ट केस, कभी कुछ ऐसे कुछ न कुछ आते जा रहे हैं, उससे मुझे फेस करना पड़ रहा है। बट ये है कि मैं रियो ओलंपिक को फोकस करके अभी तक ट्रेनिंग कर रहा हूँ कि अपने कंट्री को वहाँ से मेडल दिलाऊँ। तो होप है कि मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि जल्दी जल्दी भी के सॉल्व हो जाएगा और मैं रियो जाऊँ।
All right, Narsingh Yadav there, the wrestler in the eye of the storm, still hopeful that he can clear his name. And under WADA rules, there is a provision if you can prove sabotage. But this entire controversy also brings us to another question. Are egos being put above national interest? Should the Wrestling Federation not have named a replacement when Narsingh Yadav's first test returned positive to ensure that the quota at least doesn't go waste? Even if that name was not Sushil Kumar, why was another wrestler not named? What happens if Narsingh cannot prove his innocence? The murky battle between two Indian wrestlers. A fight of egos involving the Wrestling Federation itself. A tussle that has cost India a spot in Rio Games. As the Narsingh Yadav dope saga continues, it is clear to see that the Federation, despite having a chance to send a replacement, chose to sit on it and let a quota go to waste. Seemingly just to ensure that two-time Olympic medalist Sushil doesn't go to Rio. The timeline bears it all. Narsingh's dope test report came on July 16. That was 2 days before a replacement could have been nominated by the Federation. Could a trial not have been held on a candidate picked fairly? Even if the Federation didn't want Sushil named, could they have not nominated someone else? A closer look at the IOC guidelines reveals that a country's National Olympic Committee may push for a late replacement athlete as long as he meets the Olympic qualification guidelines.
सुशील कुमार का जिस तरह से बात चली थी, कोई चांस आपको लगता है कि कहीं से भी कुछ हो सकता है उत्पन्न कि वो जाएंगे क्योंकि 2 बार ओलंपिक में मेडल जीत चुके हैं, या फिर अब उनका चांस बिल्कुल खत्म हो गया है? पब्लिक को आप बता दीजिए हाँ या ना।
हमें अभी भी प्रयास है कि नरसिंह यादव को न्याय मिलना चाहिए, नरसिंह यादव को जाना चाहिए, लेकिन उसके बाद भी अगर ऐसी कोई स्थिति बनती है तो सबसे पहले हमें चीफ कोच की रिपोर्ट लेना पड़ेगा।
In the battle between Narsingh and Sushil camp, isn't India the loser? Sports Bureau, India Today. As Ashwini Nachappa was just saying, that clearly there is a huge divide within wrestling in India, and Boria, the ultimate impact of that rivalry could be that India has no one in the category, and that's such a waste, isn't it? Because it takes so much to earn a quota in the first place.
Absolutely, Shivani. I mean, can't agree with you more. For me, sabotage or no sabotage, you should have named a provisional replacement at least, because, you know, if Narsingh is not able to clear his name, and Ashwini will tell you, and you know it as well, it's a 5% chance. Ultimately, it's anabolic steroid. For God's sake, anabolic steroid, if he's been, you know, if he's taken that, will be remaining in his blood for at least a month, and if it's injected, 18 months. So if Narsingh's not going, who's going? No one. You know, UWF, the Wrestling Federation, the worldwide body, has said India retains the quota. So effectively, we will not be utilizing a quota despite earning it for an Olympics. People give their lifetime for it. Why not send somebody? If it's not Sushil Kumar, I don't care. Send someone. Clearly, Brijbhushan Singh Saran has a problem with Sushil Kumar. Understandable. But nation should have been placed before these egos come into play. It's very, very disappointing.
And what has happened in the meantime is that the deadline for naming a replacement has come and gone, Ashwini. They had 2 days to maybe even hold a trial, bring concerned wrestlers, you know, into confidence and select a candidate and name a candidate, even if he wasn't Sushil Kumar. But that date has come and gone. So the only chance now for India to have a representation in this category is if, under the unlikely circumstances, Narsingh clears his name. Rahul, if you heard my question, clearly it's either Narsingh or no one right now.
Absolutely. In fact, everybody, it's an open secret that Sushil Kumar does not get along well with the federation and the top federation officials. That was very evident during the hearings that we saw during the court hearings at the Delhi High Court, where in fact the legal counsel from federation clearly said it that his ego is is at its peak. That's what I remember the legal counsel of Wrestling Federation had to say to the honorable judge.
But interestingly, Rahul, the sports minister has come out and said that there is no chance Narsingh is going. Effectively, he's under provisional suspension, and he has said 119 strong contingent is going. On the other hand, we're getting different clues from the WFI, the Wrestling Federation, and also their lawyers, Narsingh's lawyer, who believe there's a chance for Narsingh to go. What are you picking up?
See, as Boria also, as you had mentioned, that there is a chance, but a very, very small chance. And also I would like to make, because see, the burden to prove that he is innocent lies on Narsingh. Because NADA has already made a case against him, and you never know, even if he is exonerated tomorrow, NADA might would like to appeal before the anti-doping appeals panel. So this could actually go much beyond the Olympics. I remember it has happened in the past as well, because just before the Delhi Commonwealth Games, 11 athletes had tested positive for methylhexanamine. 11 of them had tested positive. And 2008 Olympics, Monica Devi, famous, that was a very, very famous case, a weightlifter, when she was, she wasn't allowed to board the flight to Beijing just before the Olympics.
Right.
So it's
right.
Not
so
a,
unfortunately, though, the one thing that's working against Narsingh Yadav is that there's barely 2 weeks to go for the Rio Games, and time is of the essence here, really. Ashwini, I was asking you about how the Wrestling Federation of India seems to have botched up this entire matter because of their egos by not naming a replacement, because as it stands right now, either Narsingh clears his name or no one goes.
Yeah, no individual is above the country. I mean, country comes first, and I think it was very important that they should have had a provisional wrestler in place. They should have conducted trials. I am not even sure, even if Narsingh's name is cleared, whether he goes to Rio with the substance in him, because the substance, the anabolic steroids, is not going to go away from his body for another 6 to 8 months, at least. So I really don't know whether that is a possibility for him to go there, even if his name is cleared, even if it is, established that it is a sabotage. But clearly, the Wrestling Federation should have had a provisional wrestler in place and not let the quota go waste.
Oh, absolutely. Boria, final comment you wanted to come in?
Yeah, just one clarification. Rahul was saying NADA can challenge it. NADA can challenge only if they treat Narsingh as a national athlete. If he is an international athlete, NADA cannot challenge it, will go to CAS. Final comment, that you started saying glimmer of hope. I will say it's 5%, that too being a real optimist. It's 2% actually, Shivani, 98%. No Indian will be in Rio in the 74 kilogram category, which means we've given up a real medal chance. And the Wrestling Federation needs to answer for that.
Oh, absolutely. This is not going to go away very easily. First, of course, is that panel that still has to give its final verdict that we're expecting on Wednesday, and everything would take from there. Boria, Ashwani and Rahul, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll keep tracking this story and keep bringing you the latest as we have all through yesterday as well.